Hi, welcome back to Zindha CPWD. Today, without any further ado, I'm going to directly jump into the first item, that is DSR item number 1, which I am going to go with this item number 2.1.1. So see here 2.1.1. In this video, in short, I'm going to say what we are going to cover. So see here, item description, materials required for executing that item, equipments required to execute that item, how to execute, how to measure, and a perfect estimation. So instead of guessing this much labor will happen or that much labor will happen, as I said, I'm going to say perfect estimation. How much this work should be spent, how much can be taken out. So next, frame stretch. So my idea over this item, it may be a tip or a caution or any specification, anything. So see the video fully in order to gain the complete knowledge about surface excavation. So this is surface excavation. Without further ado, let's start with item description. 2.0 is earthwork. DSR starts with 1, that is carriage of material, but carriage of material is a totally a standard item they have designed. We no need that item because practically we are not going to use that item anywhere. So let's go to number 2, that is earthwork. In that earthwork, we are going to see 2.1.1, that is earthwork in surface excavation. So just let's read out the nomenclature first. Earthwork in excavation not exceeding 30 cm in depth but exceeding 1.5 meter in width as well as 10 square meter on plan. So this is very important line, including getting out and disposing of excavated earth up to 50 meter and lift up to 1.5 meter as directed by engineer in charge. So this we have read. And what about 2.1.1? It says that all kinds of soils. So this is very important because if a rock comes or any other thing comes, we can't measure in this. So only for soil, all kinds of soil. So we also can see what the rate has been given per square meter. They have given 129.85 rupees for square meter. This is a standard. Let's see how we got this amount in later estimation. I will say in that topic. So let's jump into materials required. So material required for this particular work is nil. We no need any material, it's complete a labor work. So next, equipments required. So you have to supply a labor, obviously. For surface excavation you have to supply a labor, and for that equipments are very small regular construction equipments, that is bond, crowbar. So you will be seeing these items usually in site. Each and every contractor will be having this material. That is not a big of a cost. So third one is shovel. So these equipments are more than enough to execute this work. The next thing is how to execute this work. This is, they have clearly mentioned the nomenclature, up to 30 centimeter depth. That is, whichever earthwork we are excavating up to 30 centimeter depth, that earthwork can be measured in this. So execution is very simple. You have to have some marking to mark wherever whichever area is required to be executed. That is, we are going to take off the soil from there for shallow foundation. Normally for shallow foundation only we use this surface excavation. So just leave your labor and he will just dig it out the soil for you, and it should be in a proper shape so that it can be measured. The condition that they say in item is, they said up to 30 centimeter depth. If it is going above 30 centimeter as per the level and as per the condition, different item will come. In this item only 30 centimeter depth, up to 30 centimeter. It can be 10 centimeter, it can be 5 centimeter, or it can also be 15 or 20 centimeter, whichever it may be, whichever required and as directed by engineering charge. So it should be greater than 1.5 meter. If you are going to measure in this, it should be greater than 1.5 meter as well as 10 square meter on plan. For a smaller area, it won't come. Below 10 square meter in the plan, it won't come. So it should be 10 square meter as well as 1.5 meter. So lifting is normally for all earthwork, it is 1.5 meter. Here also it is 1.5 meter. Normally we are going to take a depth of 30 centimeter. Then so lift won't go higher than this. In case in some condition it is going, if it is going, you will be get paid extra, but maximum that condition won't occur. So it depends upon your site conditions. So for this condition only you are going to work. So just dig it out in a shape, in a proper shape, and you have to ramp it. You have to consolidate it. So normally consolidation won't take much because it is also already will be a consolidated soil. Hence you won't be requiring that much consolidation, even though you have to level it as per the direction, as per the requirement of site, and then you have to consolidate it. So further you can go with shallow foundation like PCC or something like that. Normally for paver block laying or for road works, this item is required. I have said how to execute it. The next thing is how to measure length into width. So this work, if you are taking in maybe a triangular shape or anything like that, area should be calculated ultimately. Normally length width, if any average is coming, actual area should be measured. For this case, depth is not required, as I said before. And I forgot to mention it, you have to dig the soil out and stack in the site wherever it is, but within 50 meter. So there is no extra payment for a contractor to take that soil within 50 meter, dumping it in within 50 meter. There is no claim. You have to place it there. So that is also included in this execution process. So now length and breadth is clear. If it is a triangular area, you go with half BH. So whatever may be the case, go with average or anything like that as per the site condition. Whatever work you are doing, after digging, there will be a shallow in the ground. That area should be measured. This is the spec. So let's come to the main important point. So how much it will cost for doing this job? To execute for 1000 square meter, 124 builders. So to execute 1000 square meter, for easy understanding, I have prepared this. For executing 1000 square meter, you require 124 builder. This is as per the standards. So depends upon the soil and soil condition, this may vary, but this is a standard. If it is going beyond that, one, the soil should be so much tight, or the labor is cheating. You have to be careful. So normally 124 builders are required for 1000 square meter, hence for 1 square meter. So in our area, the wages for a builder, for a helper is around 1000 rupees. Hence I will calculate the amount first. 124 into 1000 is equal to 1,24,000 rupees. So this much it will cost for 1000 square meter. Hence for 1 square meter. So this is the condition. For 1 square meter, it will almost cost us 124 rupees. But in the DSR, they have given 129 rupees, including all profit and GST percentage. So this is in my area. So when such items are coming, I will quote 124 if I haven't seen the site. If I know about the site and its soil condition, I can go for less value, because if I think I can do it within 100 square meter, 100 labors, this much area, then I can go for less percentage, and I can go for the work accordingly. So this is standard. As I said earlier, during your experience, work experience, what kind of soil, how much labors it will cost, it can be understood only by the work experience only. You can do it as a rate work, or you can do it however it may be. I have given you the estimation. This can be used for private work also. So this much it is costing. Above that, you keep your profit, you keep your GST tax above that, whatever it may be. Or even when you are quoting for a CPWD tender, first you have to calculate this and then go for tendering. So in this case, you have to go for plus percentage if you haven't seen the site for safer thing. So estimation is done. So this is a coefficient, that is 124 labor or for 1000 square meter. For 100 square meter, it is going to be 12.4 labor. So that's it. That much is the cost it should happen for this. Make sure your labor is not cheating you, or you have to understand the site conditions in order to know this. So this is completed. I have said you all this. So the final thing is frame stretch. So you have to be careful while digging it out in the specification of DSR. Actually, this I am saying for general purpose, not only for CPWD contractors. It is for all engineers and students, whoever willing to learn, you can learn it. So while doing this digging process, make sure that you are not damaging any pipelines. If any pipelines or concealed cables are damaged, then the contractor must make it ready as soon as possible in his own cost. Nothing extra shall be paid. This is given in the specification, and it is the rule which is hidden in this. So this I feel to share to you so that you will be careful in future. So make sure no pipelines are harmed, and also why I have not used JCB in this. So practically, I have tried using JCB for surface excavation. What it happens is the JCB has a teeth. That teeth is digging and making a mark, and that mark we have to level it. So that is costing more than that. Additional labors are required. So based on the area, if it is a smaller area, you can go for labor. If it is a higher area, make sure you are digging only 20 or 10 or less than 30 centimeter, and then you manually dig it and make it leveling. So this is all about your idea, but the teeth mark is very difficult to be leveled, so it is costing more labor, and hence it is not advisable for going with JCB or something like that, excavator or something like that. Maybe small excavator you can try it based on the area. If it is a small area, you don't need anything, just leave the labor, he will do the job. And this 124 is a standard, you can even save from them. So surface excavation, this is DSR 2.1.1, and the main point which I missed is, before surface excavation, if there is any clearance of site, is there any grass or any vegetation grown, so that should be paid separately. You have to show to your client or your engineer. So this is the site condition, and we have separate item for cleaning the grass or the vegetation, trees, something like that, and you will be getting paid separately for that. So whatever the work it is, I have mentioned it according to this item. So stay tuned with Zindha CPWD for more such items. We are going to cover each and every item in DSR. So give me a support and share to whomever it may be useful. Thank you for watching. We'll see soon in the next video.